So we are not in France yet. We are at Folkestone, as you can see. Picked them all up from school, ready to go. It's been a nightmare journey, hasn't it?
Yep.
Absolute nightmare. So it's meant to be like 2.5 hours from where we live down to Folkestone. 3.5, nearly 4. So we're going to miss the train regardless. So 7:20 we was meant to be getting the train. We're now queued in the freight.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And we're just not moving. So it's what, 7:07? I can't see us getting on at all, to be fair, but it's one of those things. At least we're here. The sun is out. Just realised might have made a slight error. Just a slight one. So train's at 7:20, now 19 minutes past. I'm sat with the lorries, just reading up.
You're a dickhead.
Camper vans are not permitted to go with freight. So being a big van, got to go with a freight. Like when it's what, 3 meters high.
It's commercial goods generally.
And apparently it's just commercial. So yeah, might be on a later train. So we've been flipped around. Look at her face. She's like, well, dickhead. So we've been flipped around. We're actually going in the passenger. Literally, I'll flip to the other camera. Riley's filming. This is the one you should be in. Even in a camper van, this is where you should be going. There might be people watching the video going, what a dickhead. What a dick. But it is what it is. Lesson learned. Yeah, learned the hard way. We've missed the train, so hopefully they can get us onto another one. As you can see now, we are just dropping down onto the trains. As you can see, there's loads. This is the good bit. This is really the good bit, where you're just dropping down and it's like, yes, we're going to France. There we go. We are going on. We are on the train. Yep. No, they. Whatever. I don't know what he just said. He just said something, and I was just like, yeah, mate, whatever. Take your keys out, put it in first gear, and put your handbrake on. That's what you've got to do.
Please open sunroofs or vents and keep your windows open halfway throughout the crossing. We would like to remind you.
Hello. Got the old lights on. Thank you. Might as well just sit down, chill out, have a sandwich. About 35 minutes for the Eurotunnel. So they do say don't get out and walk around and stuff like that, but those doors are like vacuum doors if you're going on there. So yeah, nice. Yeah. Bonjour, bonjour. So we are in France. Shorter than what you think, actually. It is, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock in France, so we're I'll put the point in where we think we're going to stop, but we're just going to hit the road, see how many miles we can get done while it's quiet, and we'll see where we are. Good morning. As you can see, beautiful, absolutely beautiful little park up that we pulled up last night. Just over there, got a canal right there. It was full of midges last night. It was getting, keep the door shut. all the lights off, LED lights off, things like that. There's another van over there, it's the other side. As you can see, that's probably not too good, but all the way from probably here, all the way down to our van. Probably travelled a mile down on this road, pitch black, just thinking, don't know where I'm going. Yeah, not a bad spot. Save that location, 100%. Brew is done. As you can see, the sun is up. I was up at stupid o'clock. I think the reason being is, obviously, you're in a different country, France albeit, but different country, different location. I've got my family, you know, as a bloke, you feel like the protector. So it is a bit, what's that noise, what's that noise? Do you know what I mean? Me and Leanne had like 5 minutes before we actually settled down. We saw some lights because it was pitch black. Saw some lights over there and I thought, well, they're on the other side of the canal. They're either fishing or, you know, it's another van life. I don't know, but they seemed quite peaceful. Their torch went off soon. I think they were just more interested who we were, etc. So yeah, I've probably had about 4, maybe 5 hours, Kib. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird feeling. You're in a random location. You don't know whether this is a park up for local use, do you know what I mean, or whatever it may be. So you just got to keep your wits about you when you're about places like this. Just having to tidy up now, tidy the van out because it was a long old trip with delays and bits and bobs like that. Make sure there's leave no trace, very important. Obviously, everywhere you go, leave no trace. So yeah, we'll be doing that. And then I'm going to head down towards Switzerland. Whether we actually get Switzerland or not, I don't know, because it is saying 9 hours. It's a nice day. We just make the most of it. Make the most of it. So as you've seen, we have just crossed the border into Germany. That was a long old trip, but you can see the weather is not looking good. It's every time we decide to come abroad, isn't it? So I don't know what it is, but hopefully it clears the air up because it is very sticky, horrible heat sort of thing. So yeah, we'll have to wait. Leanne's just had a look at the weather forecast and yeah, might get an odd thunderstorm here and there, so we'll wait and see. Right, bit of Germany, then we want to get to the south part of that, and then it's on the border of Switzerland basically. We're planning for a lake, and even if it's raining, I'm still going in. So I was nipping through a local town, saw an Aldi and something, I think it's DM or something like that. So I instantly thought, oh, we'll pack the fridge up because we don't know when the next one's going to be. And you got to do things like that. So, and everyone's ready to stretch their legs. So what we are spotting, we're spotting a lot of like put me up shops of fresh strawberries, fresh cherries, things like that. So got a hour and a half to the next stop, fully loaded, shopping, happy days. Got to be ice cream time, definitely. been a wicked afternoon into evening. I am shattered, as you can probably tell by the camera. I've got a couple of beers, spent a bit of time with the kids because they've been fair play. They've done a good 8 hours locked up in the van. Yeah, it's a long time, and heat as well. So they've been really good. So they've blown off some steam in the water. I've just picked up the menu from the bar, which is literally just over there, and then actually not bad price. So I might cheat tonight, no cooking, have a pint of German lager and hit the hay. And then Riley is doing the planning tomorrow. Bit of Switzerland, he reckons. I'm going to make him do all the planning. The driving, that's my part, obviously. But he's going to do all the planning. He's going to plan the journey. He's going to plan and let me know when we've got to turn off, where we're going, things like that. So, yeah, let's see what the dinner's about. Chicken.
After you eating chicken.
How's your wiener? How's your wiener, Liam? Yes, boy.
Are you ready?
On my mind, messed up.
Back on the road. There's a lot of road closures in between sort of Germany heading over Switzerland. I wanted to do a lot of the passes, but there is a lot of road closures, which is a bit of a bummer. So that was an experience. That's the logo. Whether it's a German, obviously, shopping centre or something, I don't know. Yeah, it's a good experience though, wasn't it? Yep. Everything was out fresh. I've got loads of fresh meat, which was really expensive for the barbecue. Big fat steaks, everything like that, but yeah, it was a nice little layout. You just went in, all the fresh stuff's there, got fresh baguettes, things like that, but it was a good experience. There was just not a word of English either. We are, oh, did you hear that? It's thunder. I don't know if you heard that on camera, but we are skipping like through the valleys, Switzerland, bits and bobs, but it is, we're chasing away from a thunderstorm. Are you all right there? So yeah, chasing away from a thunderstorm. I've decided that castle, yeah, no chance. We looked at prices of the castle. It looks gorgeous, don't get me wrong. But nah, I ain't paying that sort of money. So we're gonna carry on driving, go through Austria. Gonna skip round Switzerland bit, well, go round it, go to Austria, and then we'll see what we can find at Austria. I think we're heading to a waterfall. That's next on the list. Let's see how the day goes. Ah, you got a love heart in there. Ah. Sausage? What? Yeah. Arrived in Austria, and as you can see, come to a bit of traffic, which is a great idea. All the signs are actually saying, right, the left hand lane, as we call it, go to the left, and the right hand lane go to the right. So you can see we're sort of over on the hard shoulder a little bit, as we call it in the UK, and the other people are closer to the barrier. It allows the emergency vehicles just to run straight down the middle. So it's literally just a bit of signing. I just thought it was worth mentioning because I think that is dead clever. Just that little bit of common sense. Simple as that. And then you get this. A biker. Oh dear. But yeah, great bit of common sense that. You alright there, mate? You sure? Can you reach? What was the issue there, Leah?
Your van's too large, like too tall.
There's no high ones like France or anything. So you joined us in sunny Austria. It was raining about 5 minutes ago, believe it or not, but still boiling. But you can see we're just in the valley. I managed to get to camping something, because I was just saying on my Insta story that generally, like I said, we stopped about 10 minutes ago just to try and find somewhere, and all the park for nights, like up in the forest and bits and bobs like that, there was some right funny reviews. Like farmers turning up, you know, waking them up in the middle of the night and bits and bobs like that, and I was like, I've got 3 kids, I've just done another 6 hours driving. I was like, I can't be arsed with that, do you know what I mean? So I think it's 35-40 euros. We're on a campsite, literally on the road. We're probably, is it about an hour from Slovenia?
Hour and a half.
About an hour and a half from Slovenia. So we've done a real good trek today. We're less than an hour from the waterfall that we was meant to be going to, which, so obviously we're going to pack up, do that in the morning, and then go on to Slovenia. Leanne wants to see some sea, don't you?
Yeah.
You want some sea, so she's desperate for some coast. She's like, plus, like I say, it's been a long time for the kids to be in the van. They've done really well, so it's like they've gone off to the park already. We can get like set up, I think, crack another beer. What I am struggling with as well is we tried it in Germany at the Edeka supermarket or whatever it was, and I translated it to like logs or burning, and literally ended up showing them a picture of a campfire and saying, look, I need some logs, obviously, because I've got the barbecue, got firelighters, didn't even think about logs, just whatever. Literally, we've got some charcoal, things like that, but we haven't got any logs. So we might have to like go for a bit of a walk, see what we can find, just to get a decent fire to then get the charcoal on, because we've got some absolute banging steaks to go on, and I'm starving. This for a burger. This for a burger. So my barbecue went really well, didn't it, Riley? So my barbecue didn't really happen. That's going to happen tomorrow, I guarantee. Barbecue tomorrow, 100%, right? But we ain't got no wood. So they don't sell wood. There is wood, but it's in people's gardens. It's stacked absolutely everywhere. And I thought, you know, I'm trying to be a parent, so I can't really, you know. So we've now got that on. Ended up going to takeaway. Well, I say takeaway, they've got a bit of a restaurant. Oh, so we've ended up with a bit of a takeaway from the Yonder shop on the campsite. Little them want some chicken skewers with it, so chicken skewers it is. Chef Leanne is on the job, look. Chicken, chips, and 3 cheeseburger and chips, yes. That is banging, as you can see. There's nothing better than a messy burger. The more messier it is, the better it is. Look, even look at Leanne. How nice is that?
Yep.
That is fresh Austrian beef. From not so sunny Austria. I woken up at 5:30 by the church bells, which are, you can just see the spire just behind me. 5:30, what's that about? I'm going to Google it now, and I'm also going to ask the owner as we go out, like 5:30, why o'clock? And then they did it again at 6, so whether that's the village waking up call, because obviously everybody's local, everybody probably does like local jobs, i.e. farming, things like that. Whether that's the call to get up, I don't know. So I'm going to Google it, ask the owner, and then I'll let you know. But maybe something to watch out for in Austria. Early morning call. I'm not bothered anyway, because I don't mind getting up early. It's these lot, they get grouchy. And if you already know that answer, leave it down in the comments below. Leave it for other people that might be travelling through Austria as well. But if I find out, I'll stick it on the screen. So one thing we have noticed in Austria, 100%, getting back to the church bells in the morning, I actually think it's something to do with the religion, things like that. But anyway, moving on. We've just filled up. Try and avoid, if you're travelling through Austria, try and avoid the motorways, isn't it? 209 euros per litre. So that was quite an expensive one, but like I say, I'm adding every part of the journey, how much it costs, things like that. So, but yeah, 209. Wow. That and a coffee, I don't know, I reckon I've just done 160 euro, something like that. So crazy. But waterfall, here we come. How long have we got? 40 minutes.
47 minutes.
Waterfall, let's go. So we have arrived at the waterfall. The van is, as you can see, just down there. Got to be really careful because there's tree roots and rocks everywhere. And good old English, English tourists we are. Everyone's got like hiking gear and stuff like that, and there's just us in flip-flops making the most of it. So it looks banging. Let's go. So look at that, there's like mist everywhere. You could just see somebody there. So obviously the camera does not do this justice whatsoever. This is absolutely massive, absolutely massive. As you can see, another person there gives you sort of the size and scale of this. You know what I mean? It's ace, isn't it? Wicked. We've seen the waterfall. Good, wasn't it? It was good, wasn't it, Lace?
Yeah.
Time for a bit of brekkie. Chef Leanne is back on it. Typical British people. We went up there in flip-flops. Probably should have put trainers on, shouldn't we? Been a bit more prepared, I think. So, oh well. We've seen the waterfall. It's all about making memories. That's what it's about. And I think these guys, especially, will remember it for a lifetime. Get your bacon. So we've come 20 minutes down the road, literally coming back out because we're going to head towards beaches and things like that now. Croatia way. Literally stumbled across this. Thought, got to pull in here. A little park for the kids. Look at this, where the river. This, actually, I remember coming past it this morning, to be fair. This river was steaming this morning. But look at the view. Look at the view. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think we've decided Slovenia's beautiful, isn't it? I think we're definitely coming back, aren't we?